Hi everyone, it's Mike here from Guitar Prep School, and today I'm going to show you a really simple strumming pattern. It's one of the most common strumming patterns used, and I've also got a free strumming worksheet for you to download. There's a link below the video. Just click on the link and download it for free. It's a great little tool to have where you can create your own strumming patterns and use it for practicing on, and I'll explain a little bit more about that later on in the video, but go ahead and download that as well. And as ever, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, hit that bell so you don't miss out on my future videos, and let's get started. Now the first thing I want to talk about is your wrist, right, and your arm, the way your arm moves, because it's important that whatever the rhythm, whatever the beat of the song, makes no difference on the rhythm or the beat, your hand must be in a constant motion. It never stops. It just goes with the beat all the time. Whether you're making a sound with strumming the strings or whether you're not making a sound strumming the strings. Alright, because there are always gaps in strumming where you don't actually play the strings. So your wrist needs to be as flexible as you can make it. It needs to be really loose and relaxed. Okay? And your lower arm is moving with your wrist. It's not quite making as big an arc as your wrist is. You see the arc that my wrist is making there? Right? Well, your lower arm is moving as well, but it's not quite as, it's not stiff like that, okay? You know, some beginners are too stiff, and it all stems, actually, from holding the plectrum too tight. They're squeezing the plectrum because they're afraid of dropping it, right? And by clenching the plectrum, it clenches your whole wrist. And then if your wrist is stiff and clenched, then your whole arm is going to be stiff and clenched. So be nice and loose, relaxed, right? Don't worry about dropping your plectrum. You can just pick it up again and start over, right? But you'll get used to it. It's not all about, it's not about the plectrum, it's about your arm. Okay, so your arm must have a nice flow and constant, never stopping. Always goes with the beat. Alright? So now when we talk about strumming patterns, we're going to take a bar of a song, so a small section of a song, which is just four beats is a bar. Okay? So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a bar. Alright? Now, in between counting 1 to 4, we include and. So we say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so on. Okay? Now, the reason for that is because on the beat, on the 1 or the 2 or the 3 or the 4, is generally referred to the downstroke, and the and in between the numbers is referred to the upstroke. Alright? Now the downs and the ups can vary along that pattern, depending on the song and the rhythm and how the song goes, how the beat goes, and alright? But for this example, we're just going to use the most basic, simple strumming pattern, the most common one that's around, just to keep it simple. Alright, now we're not going to use any chords. We're just going to keep our strings damped down. I'm just damping the strings down, and we're just going to do the motions with our strumming hand. Alright, so let's have a go and just do the simple downstrokes on the 4 beats to start off with. So I'll count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and and 2 and 3 and 4, and watch my hand is constantly swinging. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and okay. Now, when we include the ands, like I said, generally refers to an upstroke. So we're going to include some upstrokes now in with the downs. There's no pattern. We're just going to do all the ups and all the downs on this one to start, right? So let's try the upstrokes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 okay. So now we're going to make it interesting, and we're going to try this really simple strumming pattern that is so common. You'll hear it in so many songs. If you look at the screen, you'll see some downs and some ups, and see if you can follow along with me on this. All right, I'll count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 okay, so let's make this interesting now and play some chords along to that pattern, right? Now use any chords that you like. Preferably use the two easiest chords that you know. Maybe the first couple of chords you ever learned that you're quite familiar with by now, and you can get to them on time-ish, alright? Because we don't want you concentrating too much on the chord changing, because you're trying to concentrate on the strumming pattern. Okay, so pick a couple of chords that you're quite familiar with, because the two will bond in together at some point the more you practice this. Anyway, so let's have a go at the G. We'll do 4 beats of the G, and then we'll do 4 beats of the E minor. Alright? Nice and slow. I'll count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, down, up, 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 down, up. Okay, so you can see how it's portrayed in an illustrated form. You know, where you got your, you know, on the screen you've got your 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then you've got your downs and your ups in a certain position for the pattern, for the strumming pattern. Okay, so that's a really simple pattern for you to learn. Now, the worksheet that you can download, it's a simple worksheet. All you have to do is write in the downs and the ups of where you want to put them, any way you want to. Create your own strumming pattern. Alright? Or, you know, you could even just listen to a song and see if you can work out their strumming pattern to the beats. Listen to see what you can generally hear if they're doing a downstroke and upstroke with the rhythm of the way the song's going, the beat. Okay? And try and write something down and try and do that pattern. Right? Make it up. Just make it up and see what it sounds like. And enjoy the process of practicing it. Right? Because you might come up with something and say, hey, I'm going to use that. I'm going to try and write a song with that. Right? You never know. But it's a great little work tool, and, you know, like I say, you won't have to use it forever. You know, once you've got the knack of strumming, then things will all start to become naturally and kick in. Alright? As you develop. Alright? So keep practicing. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and hit that bell so you don't miss any of my future videos, and I'll see you again next time. All the best. Take care.